Mad ethnic right now.
I get it how I live it. I live it how I get it. Come to my digits. I pull it with a lemon.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Makeup Monday. It is Tabitha here. So today I'm going to be testing out some new Wet n Wild products that I found at the drugstore last week. The first product is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. This is a mattifying face primer. It does say that it is the same formula as the one, I guess it's a white packaging, but it's just new packaging. So also have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This is the matte finish setting spray. You guys know I love matte. And also have two of their Mega Glow Hello Halo liquid highlighters. The first one is in the color Halo Gorgeous. They did have a third one that was very similar to this color, so I did not even bother getting that one that's called Gilded Glow. This is not a Wet n Wild product, but I'm going to be trying out the Voluminous Naor liner from L'Oreal. I did do my eyes off camera. I used the Wet n Wild Standing My Campground. You guys know my favorite mascara right now is the Tarte Tartiste. I also have some of the Wet n Wild. This is the metallic liquid eyeshadows. These are limited edition. These came out a while ago. I just never showed them to you guys. I try to use as many Wet n Wild products as I can today. I do not like the Wet n Wild foundation. Their newest one has like coconut extract in it or something, and coconut doesn't seem to go well with my skin. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to use the Wet n Wild mattifying primer. It does say apply to clean skin, use under foundation to control shine and achieve a matte finish. It says that it is a lightweight formula, defines the appearance of pores, smooth skin for even makeup applications. Doesn't really have a smell to it. We'll see what happens when we rub it in. It just kind of has like a lotion consistency to it. Let that settle into the skin first, because as you guys can see, it is a little bit shiny right now, but we'll see what happens after a couple of minutes. Let's see. Let's go ahead and swatch these metallic eyeshadows. The first color here is the color Aquatic Prism. Very nice color. And then let's go ahead and swatch the Moonlight Majesty. We have Moonlight Majesty. I might put a little bit of that on top of the eyeshadow I already have. I'm gonna go in with Moonlight Majesty, and I'm just gonna put a little bit on my lid here. I'm just gonna blend that out with my finger. That's actually really nice. I think that if I would have had maybe like a black or purple lid color, it would have made it pop a little bit more, and you could definitely like build this up, but I don't want it too dark on the lids. But I think that so far is looking pretty nice. Yeah, just a little bit, not too much, but these are nice. I kind of wish I would have got more of these when they were out. I don't know if these are on the website or not. I'll have to give these a check. So these are pretty good. I'll definitely have to use this one another time. It's kind of got blues and purples and greens in this one, so really nice. I think that the primer is kind of settled into the skin. So far, our skin's feeling pretty smooth. As you guys can see, when I first applied it, it was a little bit shiny, but now it's all good. So next, I'm going to use a foundation I haven't used in a while. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. It is a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, but yeah, I'm not gonna do any extra color correcting underneath. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. Now I am gonna go ahead and use my e.l.f. sponge. This is my first time using this one. This is a little hard. I did wet it. We'll see what happens. So and I honestly don't want to add any more foundation. As you guys can see, it's not full coverage, but I'm fine with that for right now. So I am going to go in with the Wet n Wild concealer, and this is the color medium deep tan. They do not have a lot of colors in this concealer. I'll go ahead and use the same sponge and just blend this out. Okay, so as you guys can see, even though the concealer was a little bit lighter, I have used this concealer before, it does kind of give to me more of like a natural highlight, which is fine because I'm not going for like super big look today. So let's go ahead and go in with this voluminous Nayor. This is the color 300 in Blackest Black. This is by L'Oreal. So it does have a felt tip, but it's really, really skinny. Guys, look how that turned out. That turned out pretty darn good. So this is really good. It didn't really skip too much, which is good. Sometimes it's the only time I really do my eyeliner like this is when I'm on camera. Sometimes it's really hard for me to do it with one hand, but it is pretty darn amazing. You guys can see I've been doing my liner a little bit different lately. I've been starting at the inner eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do the exact same thing to the other side. Hey guys, I did mess up on this eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix that really quickly. I'm just gonna go ahead and use some concealer on a small brush, and just off camera I'm gonna fix that really quick and then fix my eyeshadow. The L'Oreal Voluminous liner is really, really nice. As you guys can see, really, really nice wing I was able to create. And I did fix this other eye. I just used some concealer and then I put more of the metallic eyeshadow on top. And then I did mix, I used a Wet n Wild matte liquid catsuit in Nice to Fuchsia, and then I put a little bit of Nudie Patootie on top. And I also used the Wet n Wild Fergie blush. This is in the color Brush with Brilliance. Now I am going to try the highlighters here. I'm going to swatch both of them. The first one is Halo Gorgeous here. Really huge applicator on it. Really, really nice color. Go ahead and use Gilded Glow. Let's swatch this, how the two look. So I think that I'm gonna go in with the more rose gold one, which is Halo Gorgeous. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, let's just pack it on. Let's just pack it on. I'm gonna do section by section, so I'm gonna take a little Real Technique sponge and blend this out. This blends out really, really nicely without leaving that harsh line. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing to the other side. Just really, really pack it on, and then use the sponge to blend it out. Okay, guys, I think that that's looking pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I'm going to take my finger and put a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and I'm going to blend that out, y'all. So this is how the highlighter is looking. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my entire face using the Wet n Wild mattifying powder. And you guys know I love to do this as my last step, just to kind of mesh everything together. Last but not least, second to the last step, I guess, is a mattifying powder. So next I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild mattifying finish setting spray. Looks just like the white one. Okay guys, I am feeling very shiny after that. I'm going to go in a little bit more of my powder. See how the powder just toned that down? Okay guys, so I am completely done with my look for today. Now this is going to be a wear test because I really want to see how these two products work together. We're also just going to make sure that the liner doesn't crack today, that the highlighter stays in place. You guys know that these are some of my favorite lipsticks ever. I don't think I'm going to keep this on. I might just take this off and put on a gloss, but I did just want to, you know, go ahead and just do a complete look with lipstick. Anyway, y'all, it's 2:45 right now. We're actually going to my mother-in-law's house for dinner, so I probably won't be back for a couple hours so we really can see how this works. Everything is looking pretty good so far, so I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Okay guys, so it is now 11 o'clock at night, and as you guys can see, this is how my makeup is looking. So I do feel just a little oily here. As you guys can see, it's pretty shiny, and here. So overall, I felt like I don't feel oily, but if you look, you can see I'm a little oily. I'm not ridiculously oily, so just for a normal day, this is not too bad. Again, I would normally just have to blot, you know, maybe take the mattifying powder and kind of just, you know, dust off the excess oil. The eyeliner looks pretty good. As you guys can see, the eyeshadow kind of rubbed off a bit, but that's because I really didn't put a whole bunch on anyway. So yeah, and yeah, overall, you guys, I would definitely use the products again. I just have to carry that mattifying powder with me. I don't think it's bad considering that I've had this makeup on for 9 hours. So I definitely will use the spray again, and I definitely will use the mattifying primer again. Obviously, if you're going to wear your makeup for a long time, like I did, 8-9 hours, and you're oily, just have to make sure that you bring some blotting papers. And yeah, so other than that, I think that it's pretty good for $5. So yeah, and as you guys can see, like, look, I'm not like ridiculously oily, but you can definitely tell here, and you can definitely tell here. I usually get oily all, you know, in here, but it's not really oily. So yeah, highlight stayed on very well, as you guys can see. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. How do you guys like the Wet n Wild products? It's something that you would use. If you guys use it already, let me know how you like it. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are not subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, every time I upload, you will get the notification. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Bye.